Unlocking Attraction, 5 Key Traits Women Seek in High-Value Men. Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered what qualities women seek in high-value men? Well, the good news is that these traits are not set in stone and can be developed by anyone, including you. While there are many other traits that women appreciate, the following 5 are among their favorites. You may not agree with all of them, but one in particular is sure to make her heart melt, even if she initially has reservations. Let's dive into it. Welcome to Just the Tip Tuesday. One key trait that women look for in high-value men is openness and honesty. This is especially valued when sharing something difficult or uncomfortable with her, such as admitting to a mistake or revealing something you know she may not like. By being transparent in these situations, you build trust with her. For instance, confessing that a friend made advances towards you, even if it might upset her, shows your honesty and can strengthen your bond. Another example could be disclosing past relationships or personal preferences, like not wanting children, which helps filter out incompatible partners. Honesty is truly the best policy. The second trait is being honorable. An honorable man acts with integrity, doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Let me share a personal anecdote to illustrate this. Once, during a house party in the pre-pandemic era, a friend of mine tried to get my husband's attention in a way that made me uncomfortable. Despite being out of sight, I witnessed the situation. My husband, however, handled it honorably, respecting our relationship and my feelings. This kind of integrity is highly valued by women seeking a high-value partner. Let me start with a little story about acting with honor when nobody is supposed to be watching. Picture a packed party. My boyfriend at the time was sitting on a low couch, chatting with friends. A woman from our circle, someone I casually knew, drifted over, giggling, and made a playful attempt to plop herself on his lap. Without hesitating, he placed both hands on her hips and guided her off. It wasn't a shove, it was more of a firm, instinctive motion that said, "No, thank you." She lost her balance and ended up on the floor, more surprised than hurt. He had no idea I was looking in that direction, yet his reflex was to protect our relationship first and foremost. Later that night, I showed my appreciation in a way couples often do, and let's just say he did not regret his choice. The would-be lap sitter, on the other hand, quietly disappeared from my social calendar. Now, for a cautionary tale, the opposite of honorable. If you've read my book, you might recall the smooth-talking fraudster who eventually got arrested. While he was still a free man, he flew from Seattle to visit me in Canada and accompanied me to a professional networking event. One of the guests there was an attractive woman who, back then, felt insecure and craved male attention. Ironically, she and I are good friends today because she's grown a lot since then. Why do some people aim for the partner of someone else? Often it's insecurity. Snagging the attention of an already taken person can feel like instant validation. Men do this too, by the way. It's not exclusive to women. Anyway, she started batting her eyelashes at my date, and he responded with exaggerated, cartoonish, googly eyes. Did his flirting make me trust him more? Of course not. It screamed disloyalty. Honorable? Hardly. That night ended with him sleeping alone and, soon after, enduring a permanent breakup. The lesson is simple. When a man publicly chooses the dignity of his own partner over random outside temptation, he gains value points that no amount of flashy flirting can buy. Every woman knows that if a man will disrespect her right to her face, he'll do even worse when she isn't around. Respect in public feeds trust in private. This leads nicely into the concept of an abundance mentality. Imagine John, the star salesperson in his company. John openly shares his most effective techniques with colleagues, confident that someone else's success does not diminish his own. He believes the pie of opportunity is large enough for everyone, and he counts on his unique skills to keep him near the top. That confidence, the sense that there's plenty to go around, is the essence of abundance thinking. Scarcity, on the other hand, is rooted in fear that you won't measure up or that resources will run dry. Nobody is immune to such worries, but working to adopt an abundant outlook pays dividends, especially in relationships. If you genuinely believe that high-quality partners will always find you appealing, you'll radiate calm self-assurance. The woman you like will pick up on that vibe and, almost automatically, see you as high value too. She'll also realize that passing on you means risking that another desirable woman will scoop you up, a subtle but powerful motivator. Finally, let's talk about integrity and principles. Not every person places these qualities at the top of their wish list, but any high-value individual does. Acting with integrity means sticking to your core guidelines even when it's inconvenient, unglamorous, or unseen. Pair that with clear principles, your personal North Star for decision-making, and you'll attract people who appreciate substance over flash. In other words, genuine integrity is the long-term companion to the short-term demonstrations of honor we started with. Both matter, and both will set you apart in the eyes and hearts of discerning partners. Integrity and principles are the cornerstones of trust in any relationship. A principled person is someone you can rely on to stay true to their beliefs, no matter the circumstances. For instance, standing up for someone who is being unfairly criticized, even if you privately agree with some of the negative comments, demonstrates a strong moral character. This is because a person of integrity believes in addressing conflicts directly, rather than resorting to backbiting. Another way to show integrity is by being honest in financial dealings, such as pointing out to a cashier that you've been undercharged. If you're looking for a woman with integrity and principles, it's essential to embody these traits yourself. Before revealing the final point, make sure to watch to the end, where I'll share a link to a series of videos on other attractive qualities that you can develop. Moving on to number 5, this is a concept that can be misunderstood: claiming your woman. It's important to clarify that this does not mean being possessive or clingy, but rather expressing pride in being with her. When you claim your woman because you're proud to be with her, it communicates high self-value and respect for her. This makes her feel acknowledged, appreciated, and safe, which fosters a sense of trust and allows her to open up to you. This dynamic can lead to a healthy and fulfilling relationship, with you as the alpha masculine leader. If you're interested in learning more about other qualities that women find appealing, I recommend watching the other short videos in this series. They're available on my channel.